Oh, I'm back, people. Welcome to Unpopular Review Entertainment's The Challenge Ride or Die. I am one of your hosts this evening, Mike Knoxxx, spelled with three X's because I'm just always loud. And over here this week, Captain Shaykespeare. Captain, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just realizing that I scratched my I didn't even want this.
you
I didn't even want. I have a slash on my eyebrow now because I scratched it too much. I had an itch.
See, I put cuts on my eyebrows on purpose, but I've been doing that since like 1992. So.
Oh well, this just hit me right now. I just looked at myself. I was a little bit. Oh.
Well, you're here. We're here, and the challenge episode 3 just took place. We got to see your girl cry to Jordan about how she's grown this episode. I wasn't here last week, so yeah, see you, Turbo. I'm glad you're not here. Glad he's gone. I hope I never have to see Turbo again. Just wanted to say that. Sorry, Jack Packers. Glad I don't have to see Turbo anymore. He doesn't know how to play. He doesn't know how to play this game at all, Captain. He doesn't know how to play the game. But what do you think about tonight's episode?
I liked it. I thought it had. I mean, a lot of people were saying it was kind of boring, but I felt like it had the right amount of drama, the right amount of challenge-ish energy, and also helping with like introduce a lot of characters who I feel like weren't getting a lot of show the last few episodes. So yeah.
Well, I found my game, right? This week I didn't score too much because, me leading, knowing who's coming, and I pick people who are not here yet. So I have Bananas. I have Jay. This is group 1, right? I have Chauncey. I have Faisal. They have him as Fessy in here, but Faisal, sorry. Messy Faisal. And I have Nelson, who's not here yet, and then Nam. I should be able to replace. Not fair. Group 2, I got Nany. So I got those two. I got Nany and Johnny winning it. Then I got Michelle, Amber, Mariah, Nori, and Emmy, who's also, I believe, not here yet. No, she went home with Nam. So they were gone because they were replaced by Jordan.
But I think you could be able to switch it, though, because, Nam and Emmy left for different reasons outside of the game.
So that's right. And then it says group 3. I didn't even realize I even had a group 3. What's the guys who won tonight? Him and Olivia. I have both of them, 1 and 2. I have Johnny, who just went home. Listen, not Johnny. Chauncey. No, Johnny is a straight. I'm sorry. Johnny is the reason why. I'm gonna say this, guys. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, fellas. This is why we have Cardi B's of the world. And girls that walk around saying S my D. It's because of the way you guys treat women, right? Because he's giving us this impression, right, Captain, that, we were just friends and she knew before coming in. That's the complete opposite thing of what she said. She said, no, we both came in this house as ride or dies, and we're going to work on this. And he's like, oh, you're surprised? I'm surprised you went to somebody else, but I'm not going to let it affect the game. And she didn't. She really didn't. We got to see in the pit tonight. We saw a new game brought back, but modernized, right?
Yeah.
And I thought today's show was sort of boring until I got what I needed as being a veteran of the show, okay, which was Jordan and Tori having their conversation, which I think more is going to come from that still. And then this pit was just amazing. I'm tired of those of color having such weak showings in these things. Just being honest here, but I give Johnny so much credit from how that first round looked to how he came back in that second round. But Raven, girl, I don't know who looked worse out there in eliminations. All right, because you're gonna sit here and tell me that Anissa can look like the icebox right now, okay? And you out here coming out of your shoes. It was a shame. Sorry to see her, girl. Pretty girls of the little world, you should be mad because she's a pretty girl who didn't give a fight, in my opinion, in the final boss level, Captain.
She kind of reminded me of, I mean, you watched Grey's Anatomy. When her shoe kept coming off, I was like, where's my shoe? Where is my shoe? Like, I'm sorry. But yeah, I was kind of surprised by Raven's performance. Like, I really thought it would not be so one-sided, but I guess that was me underestimating how much of a beast Olivia is. But I do like her, though. I like Olivia. She's definitely on my my good side.
Are you a beast when you're like a boot to an ant?
But Olivia has shown she's very competitive. I think both Olivia and Horatio have, really proven themselves to be, formidable opponents. And I've heard a lot of good things. Also, with Johnny, I do agree. He did come back way better in the second round, because that first round, I was looking like, not you. After all you was talking, Mr. Let's Go. Mr. Let's Go.
He had to come back in that second. I love Horatio. He's one of those young, new competitors that you watch and you go, and you can see the veterans talking about it as well. Like, you might want to be careful for this one, right? And Johnny sensed it. That's why they put him in. That's why Fessel put them in there, right? Because he kind of knew these guys are coming for them. You know what I mean? And why not? And those guys were young and new and fresh. And I think we're going to see Johnny back. I'm not sure about Raven. Horatio right now, they do seem to be like a very, very good rookie group. They might be the best group I've probably seen since Fessel and Casey.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay. They're phenomenal. And that challenge was again endurance. And this is why, and we both watch All Stars. If Anissa can't win there, I can't see her winning here. I just can't, because the game has changed. Okay, it's out with the old and in with the new. You can tell us by and again, I'm not body shaming. She said it tonight. Her such as said, I feel so good, I'm not gonna wear a bra. Good for you.
Period.
I'm not trying to watch your grandmama boob sag though, Anissa. Okay, but
they look juicy. And I also want to touch on Johnny. Like me, I know I watched this man on Love Island before he even got the challenge.
Okay.
And I saw how he played women. I saw how he would sell a dream to these girls. I seen it in real time, okay?
So this ain't new. This ain't new then.
Oh no. When I saw him, I said, women, run. They
him or Corey.
He's trying to be the new Corey. I feel like he's trying to be the new Corey.
I like Corey though, because Corey, at least Corey's smooth with his. I feel like if you're gonna be a player, right? And I've always felt this way.
Yeah.
The best players, the best, ladies, men, if you want to, categorize them as, is the ones who are honest with girls.
Right.
Those are always the best ones. You've never seen anyone say, yo, Corey lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Well, his baby mama, the first one. I take that back.
Honestly,
but on the shows, as we've watched on the challenge, he seemed to be as open as honesty with, it's what it is.
Yeah.
And clearly, Raven had a completely different take on what she thought they were coming to the house with.
And I believe that he probably told her something totally different. I mean, she's a stunning girl. So him trying to make it seem like, I'm like, girl, you was talking to her. She's stunning. Shut up. And I know he was lying. I just know it. His energy is giving liar. And I need women to pay attention. Even Nerese is on Twitter now talking about, let's not show clips of when I like this guy. Like, yeah, he was playing you, girl. It feels like SpongeBob. He's like, he was number one. Like, that's what I feel like right now. But it's like, he was playing you. I just, like, come on. Like, how many times are you going to see the same thing?
This guy, listen, enough from his, his bad playerisms, right? And I guess I can't say they're too bad because these girls don't care. Because Nori is still there for him. Let's see if she cooks up with him after the show, as he says, hit me back here in LA. But I look at them both when they were sitting there talking in the bed, and he was like, what's going on? Why you like this, right? I said, you got a type. They look alike. I mean, they're almost literally identical. You know what I mean? I would say Raven probably has about 10 pounds more, if that.
Yeah, she has like a nice frame, and Nerese just more
one
like
slim, one's more curvier. Yeah. One's
so
slim,
good.
one's curvier, but they're both so beautiful.
Like I'm good taste.
Yeah,
very
definitely has good taste. But he's gone. But
How do you feel about Basil though?
Basil?
No, Basil. How do you feel about his? I mean, he got 4 women in rotation. What we saw.
Again. I don't want to sound as I just got on Johnny for being a bad person, right? Doesn't seem like Fessy's lying to him, right? So I always say girls can't, right? There's a difference between guys and girls, right? And they got girl players and guy players, okay? But if you let me do this to you, that's on you. Okay, so when girls get Let's difference between Raven getting mad at Johnny because he literally said something to her that was completely different what was going on.
Right.
Than as opposed to you getting mad because he kissed somebody else when I never made a commitment to you. We're just here having fun. Right? There's a difference. Still messy. Right? Very much so messy. But at the same time, these women know there's no way that Mariah didn't know that Laurel was in his bed, from Laurel being in his bed to, shut up, Jack. You're a Knoxxer. You're a Knoxxer. You know it. I just, so that's just them. Right? And sometimes you got to TED talk these people because guys and girls, as much as we are alike, we are from Venus and from Mars.
So different as well. It's like we're very alike, but very different in other ways. So you have to like communicate. At least Fessy, like he's like,
I still hate him.
But at least he's honest though. Like even when the producer asked him, he was like, "Who was in your bed last night, Michelle? Who was in your bed this morning, Laurel?" I'm sure they're aware. They obviously did.
The women know it. And another thing, because you brought it up, and it's like having Josh on the show, right? If Josh was here, I would make sure every week I said something bad about Josh. Like I was going to say something bad about Turbo every week until now Turbo was not here, so I don't have to say something bad about that piece of trash. Okay, and yes, he's a piece of trash. He doesn't know how to play the game. You don't come on these shows to not be sociable. You have to be sociable. All right. So, but I look at Fessy, but I'm gonna call him Fessel because that's what he wants to be called. And I find it funny that he says his name in Arabic means decision maker. Well, here's the dumbest decision maker in the history of decisions to be made. Because Fessel is still. They say a bag of rocks is dumb. That's too good for Fessel. I don't know him personally, but I've watched him on this show for 4 seasons. I didn't watch him on Big Brother and else, but I watched him on this show. And the brother's pretty stupid.
I feel like you would have had more to say if you watched him on Big Brother, because that's literally what everyone would say about him, was that he was really stupid.
See?
Like, he literally put someone in his alliance up to be eliminated. Like, he's really bad at, like...
That's decision, and his name means decision maker. So you don't want us to call you Fessy anymore because you want to be called, because you want to bring a light on what your name means? That's dumb.
I feel like more so he wanted to bring attention to it just from like a culture standpoint, which
Whatever.
I'm like, I respect that. You want to, it's almost like the similarities of like, I think you would understand this, like in corporate life with certain people with like Black names and, people don't want to pronounce it how, they think how it should be pronounced. They want to pronounce their own way, or they want to shorten it. So on that stance, I'm like, okay, I respect that. And, it's cool. I mean, he still says you can call him Fessy, though.
I'm going to tell you why I call complete hogwash. Poppycock. Baloney. And he doesn't like baloney. Okay? That is the fact that this man is doing this to try to make a name. He needs a story. Because his only other story is how messy Fessy he is. That's why the best part of this whole entire episode, other than the pit, which I can't wait to talk about, was Johnny sitting back laughing at how dumb Fessy is. Okay, there's historically dumb people who have been on this challenge, and Fessy is teetered on that top 5, top 4 list of dumbasses. So your name means decision maker. My God.
I also have a theory that Johnny Bananas wanted Johnny out.
Oh, absolutely.
He wanted to be the only Johnny.
Yeah,
he wanted to be the only Johnny.
For that reason. Yeah. Okay. Johnny wants him out because he's competition for Bananas.
Well, that too. But, I think the Johnny thing was definitely at the top.
See, I think when it comes to Banana and the veterans, I think their only game is to last longer. Because I think these younger guys, I'm not saying Bananas can't perform. God, I've seen Bananas perform. I think Jordan's I personally think Jordan's a better performer than Bananas. Bananas just plays the game better.
I agree.
Okay. But Darrell's coming in, right? I'm not sure if that's him. They won't show us, but I know he's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, I don't think Darrell's better than either one of those two as performers, but Darrell's he's like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. I'm not going to bet against Darrell. Because you think he's not going to pull something through, he pulls something through. And that's my problem with Johnny and I go to Leroy. I go to, I'm really bad with names. What's the big bull from back? Oh, babe, what was the other big bull that there's in the jungle? The time it was like, oh god, this is like fresh. It's not fresh meat. Oh,
It was
really
in
big.
the jungle.
Darius, so he played football. He always talked about Brad how he played football, but he was so weak all the time.
There was a lot of those.
He had sex
Really
one
faithful.
time on a show with the other black girl. She said he had a thumb, and he said,
Oh,
"I don't
you talking
care."
about
Tyree, just trash.
He was so bad at the.
Just so bad. Like at least Alton was good at this game.
Oh yeah.
Right? At least Alton was good.
From a
Darrell good. Even Cyrus, who I'm not a fan of, was good at the game. And what's my man on the All Stars now? The other black boy.
I thought you were gonna say MJ.
Baldy guy.
Oh, Latarian.
Yeah, Latarian. See, those dudes are baller. You get Leroy. Leroy got all these muscles. Never win. Here go this boy Johnny with all these muscles. Now we're going to the pit, Shay.
Nah.
The pit has been done over. Okay, they did a hall brawl double-decker.
I love that. That was cool.
Talk about that one.
I loved it. I loved the concept. I thought when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, well, this is different. I hope they bring it back. Not even just like next season, but like in this season. I wouldn't mind seeing this elimination again, to be honest. What I did want to touch on, though, if you will give me a little second,
of course,
is the stuff with Tori. For me, that is such an important conversation because I too suffer with depression, and just seeing how she's moving through it, I feel like she's moving through it in a really graceful way, and just expressing herself, and just the conversation she had with her in Jordan. It really made me emotional because I could just feel it, and I could feel how genuine it was. Anyone who looks at that and says, "Oh, that wasn't genuine," like that, no, that felt so genuine. It was a beautiful moment, and I felt it so deeply. And I just want to say I have so much respect for Tori for speaking about this, because she gets a lot of crap online, and her saying this is potentially something that her haters online can throw at her, like which I wouldn't be shocked if they did, but she still even so brought it up, because she's being real. And so I respect that. And I just wanted to really, really touch on that because it was just such an important thing for me, because it's important for people like me who go through those same things to see someone on TV speaking about it openly, because sometimes we get shamed for that. So I really, really, really loved it. And I just really wanted to talk about it. And I'm glad Tori got that off her chest. Amazing.
No, you know what? I think that it's very important. 38 seasons this show has had. And we know, like with Anisha and John, they've done this so many times. Hey, Charmaine, we know they know how to manipulate the cameras, and they know how to play the game of sometimes it not being so reality, how to steer away from what they don't want people to know. And what you said was right. Them touching on this, I want to see this. I want this, and not that I want to see it. It was good to see not just Tori release that, right, but to see Jordan receive it. And I'm gonna say this as a man who is been with my wife now for 25 years. I don't think that it's easy. As a man, I'm only speaking from a man's perspective here, right? I think it's very far and few sometimes when a woman really steps up like way that she did and apologizes. And I thought that was very big of her to do that. She didn't say you did. Every time you watch these shows, they go, "Why I did it." There was no why I did it. She said, "This what happened. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. That was foul. This what happened. Because of that, this happened." And it moved on. And I just thought, like you said, that was good to get that way. And then even like you said, to speak about when you said she's going to get haters.
Oh yeah.
Okay. About having that depression and suffering from depression. I'm a guy who thought depression wasn't real. I thought it was something you can have a mind over matter. And it's gotten so real in my life and my surroundings. Shame on me and shame on anybody else who feels that depression isn't real, right? Because it can take you somewhere very fast and very quick. So for her to speak about that and having, we know her from these shows and things like that. And it's easy for me to make fun of her sexual, her promiscuousness at times. But that was dope. And I've always said I loved her as a competitor. So good to see that. And I like when Jordan said, "Hey, I love that. Don't want to see her lose, except for this game."
I love that too. That was so cute. I was like, okay, that was funny. You got me.
So we're down again. You always have the dirt. Who were those two people that came in there last? Came in there. Who was that?
Darrell and Veronica.
All right. I thought it was Darrell coming. Okay. Again, I look at Darrell picking Veronica, the same I look at Jordan picking Anissa. And I go, if you're going to have a ride or die, why the hell is it them?
They just put anybody because of that one time they were in the hot tub. Remember really long ago when they were in the tub together? That's why. That's what made them ride or dies.
At least Johnny and Nany make sense. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean it in that sense. I'm not saying they're not close friends. Them chicks ain't gonna compete in no final. I've seen Anissa way too many times to know. Watching this challenge alone, I'm like, yo, she's skipping. These young chicks were running. I'm running. And here go Anissa. Wishes she had a cigarette. That's what I felt. Anissa wished she had a cigarette.
Speaking of competitors that are not really up to par, Annalise and Tommy.
I never heard somebody making an excuse because of their size. He said, and I quote, well, our legs are shorter, so we're going to move slower.
Mind you, I think Camilla was like 5'1", 5'2". I don't think she was a very tall girl, and that girl was a beast. So, and I'm just like,
Diem was not a big girl, and Diem was a monster. Okay, I know she gave plenty of women motivation. I know she motivates my wife at times. My wife will put on the challenge and really, because what she went through. You know what I mean? So like, don't use your size as an excuse. Okay, that makes big guys like me say that's why you pick on little guys, because you just caved in. You know what I mean? And now they're in trouble because how do you pronounce his damn name? And Olivia is coming back. Okay, Olivia. And first of all, let's just go back one more second. All
right.
Nelson. Oh, you thought we were going to get out of here without talking about Nelson? Nelson and Fessel.
The dynamic duo.
I had no clue until like this year started at how many times that Nelson hadn't won a daily challenge. That is kind of like, how do you keep getting by like this? Like, I would throw him in the pit every week just because.
Daily wins, but consistently gets a call back. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's because looks get you places. Okay.
True. He is a good-looking guy.
Chicks like Nelson. And they'd be like, I'm singing to Nelson. And I'm Nelson.
All things pointing to not liking him. They still do. Same thing with Johnny. Same thing with Corey. Same thing with Faisal. It's because they're good looking. If they were not good looking, I swear these women would have some sense.
See, I agree with you on that one. I just want to say this in proudness of myself and my game here, that your boy is ranked tied for 9th place, being that they did not let me pick up my 2 for 9. I'm going home. I picked the rail way too early, but I'm tied for 9th right now. I don't know how many people tied for 9th place. That's the problem. How many people? And I see a couple tied for 4ths and things like that.
That's still really good to be in the top 10, though.
It feels really good to be. I'm a top 9 here. Yo. This is dope. I only got like a few points because like half my team ain't played, but nobody went home, and my guys went in the pit and they came out successful. So again, this hall brawl. Talk about the nuances of this thing. You like it? You don't like it?
No, I love it. I want them to bring it back, to be honest. I'd love to see some other people. Like, I want to see Faisal in that with a formidable opponent. I think that will be very fun to see. I think Laurel in that will be very fun to see as well. Like, there's a lot of people.
Laurel versus Anissa. Oh, 2 mastodons.
How many times does Laurel have to beat Anissa in elimination? Let's like.
It's just like watching 2 mastodons go at it. They be sweaty. All kind of secret degree getting thrown around. I bet you Laurel don't even wear deodorant. I bet Laurel likes to tell you don't wear deodorant. She don't.
Listen, the guys I don't know. I feel like if she wasn't wearing deodorant.
How does Laurel get so much pee? I don't understand that.
She has a very pretty face and she's very assertive. A lot of men like that kind of assertiveness. There's men who like that. I feel, because look at Horatio. He seems like a very laid back, sweet guy, right? So he would like someone who's like the polar opposite of him, which I think that would be Laurel.
When she was cussing, she's like, I think he was turned off by her.
I don't think so.
We're gonna find out in future come, but we shall see. You know what? I enjoyed the Hall Brawl nuance, Hall Brawl 2.0.
Yeah.
But I did like it in some points. But I don't necessarily like the pushing part. Right? Because I think I like going through each other more. Like I wish somebody go through each other, hit that pole, then that opens up the next door, and then hit each other. But I think they're trying to minimize the injuries. And I want to see one of my favorites come back, which last time Jesse was here, he got slammed because Fessel I'm gonna call him Fessel now, not Fessy. He doesn't deserve to be called Fessy.
Oh my god!
Your dumbass want to be called by your real name because your real name means decision maker. Dumbass boxer rocks. You
call you what your mama call you.
Like I called Dakota Prescott Dakota. Don't call him Dak. His name is Dakota Prescott.
I also want to say, I get Horatio and Olivia are feeling slighted by, Tommy and Annalise, but from a game standpoint, they will really gain absolutely nothing from getting Tommy and Annalise eliminated. And we look right now. So I think if they do get into power, because that's a strong possibility. This is a strong team. They absolutely should not go after Annalise and Tommy. I think they should just jokingly maybe put them in the top 4, but don't actually waste a power move on a team that has not won anything. Get someone who actually has been winning something. So, your time being at the top actually matters. Like basically what Faisal did, because he got out a strong team. Don't pick Annalise and Tommy. That make no sense.
Well, we're going to find out how deep this is going to go, because I hate these rookies. I ain't going to lie. Tommy and them, I hate these rookies. They're just boring. That's why this episode was kind of boring. I can see why fans called it that. You know what I mean? It was, but honestly, I would sit here looking at the internet waiting to get this Black Panther release drops tonight. You can finally speak about it. They had the what do you call it? The opening tonight. So I was watching that at the same time watching this. But again, Hall Brawl saved it at the end. Watching this girl get spirit out of her shoes at the end, like she'd be ready to cry up there. You know what I mean? He's like, it's okay. We're gonna go have some relations on a plane home. And she's like, no, I'm not. But she probably sleeps with him on the way home because. I don't know. I hope she did. Raven.
Karma. She was so mad. You know who else was also really mad and shocked? Oh, that's right. Kailah and Sam. Kailah's karma. Don't do it again. Learn from your lessons. Have fun at the airport.
Oh, you got your girls back. Like all the time. She peed herself. Don't forget that. I'll never let you forget that. Right.
I did when I was a kid.
Right.
Character.
Why? Well, R. Kelly said, if you don't want to get peed on, you should move out the way.
I didn't pee on it.
No, Riley said that. Riley said that, not R. Kelly. Riley said that. Boondocks. Good advice. just move to the left. Move to the right. What happened? Okay. So next week we get Darrell. We get Veronica. We hope this thing heats up. What is that? I would cry too if I got sprayed. Listen, she didn't have big shoes. She had little tiny feet.
She just wasn't
tiny. She definitely got spirit though out of her shoes. That chick pushed her back. Listen, Riley said it, not me. You don't want to get peed on, move out the way. It was embarrassing. That was embarrassing how bad that girl beat her like that. It really was. And that lets me say, I see this much people out there. Don't just think because someone has muscles that they're strong, because that don't mean you got strength. That don't mean you got heart. It just means you can throw some weights around. And don't look at somebody who gets lip injections and a boob job and think they can't be fiery, because she has all that Olivia did, and she whooped Raven's ass.
You know what's crazy is Olivia also in the beginning of the show was like, I hate cardio, and that makes it even worse. Like, cause I feel like, damn, like the girl does not like even working out, and she still bodied you.
What's the girl that everybody liked from last year? That her name was Emmy too, wasn't it? She would do horrible, right? And she get in those eliminations down in the pit, and a switch was turned on. And some people just do that when they get down there. It's like, I'm here, but I'm not going home, right? And sometimes all you gotta do is just survive. A lot of this game is surviving, right? And if you can survive, and Olivia and Horatio did that, and I like this challenge so far. I don't know anything about these riders. Just get these rookies out of here. Get Tommy out of here. Get tall guy out of here. Colleen, they can all go.
Not all tall guy. It's Kim.
It's tall guy. Yeah, we called him Thor, but he's like a toothpick, so I got to take his name back.
I
This
also
tall guy.
really like Colleen as well. I think she's very cute. I think she's very much more smart than they allow her to show. I think they just kind of show her with her stuff with Faisal, but I think she has a lot of layers to her. I mean, she won the mole, so clearly she's very good at manipulation and tricking.
She said that's her game. She said that was her game.
Right. So I hope they show more of her in the next episode.
Well, here we have it. The challenge episode 3. We're gonna get up out of here, Captain Shaykespeare. Well, you guys got some. Y'all got a new podcast y'all doing. What's going on with that?
Yes, we have a new podcast. Well, me and Bad Guy Jack, and it's called The Big Pop Theory. We basically cover everything. Well, a large portion of it is wrestling, but we do kind of mix in a little bit of pop culture. But I feel like we felt a little bit like, oh, we only get to talk about NXT for the most part. So we were like, let's just get everything in there. I mean, we want to talk about everything, whatever is happening wrestling wise, not just NXT. And so it's very, very fun. Usually the new episodes come out every Monday. So yeah, just be keeping an eye out for that.
There it is, guys. Listen, you already know where I'm at everywhere. So make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe. Listen, Unpopular Review Entertainment, Unpopular Review Sports, you name it, Unpopular Review Gaming. Jesus, Unpopular Review. It's just where we are. Black Panther stuff coming. We're everywhere. Listen, guys, we are out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Fingers.
Kailah's Karma.